Today, I'm here to compare Diablo Immortal from 2018 to Diablo Immortal of 2020. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo and welcome back to the channel where today we're comparing 2 years of Diablo Immortal development, at least as far as the trailers go. I want to give a huge shout out right now to someone inside of this community that's been here supporting my channel for so long, MFPF. He also has a YouTube channel. It's all in Spanish because that's his primary language, and he covers Diablo Immortal as well. I'm going to be linking his channel down below for all of you Spanish speakers that are maybe looking for another channel supporting Diablo Immortal. But he put these two videos together today comparing Diablo Immortal of 2018 up top to Diablo Immortal of 2020 down below. Now you may be wondering, as I was, why does the video freeze on the top from time to time, like right now? That is because the trailers were different lengths, so he was trying to make them exactly the same length from start to finish. But we can get a good idea here to how things looked then to how things looked now when it was announced at China Joy just a couple of months ago. Now, some stuff looks very much the same. Some things look very different, and this brings up the whole question that many people have been asking, and that is there going to be a different version of the game for Asian countries than for us here in the United States? And that answer is still not answered, or I should say that question is still not answered for me. Because as I'm watching this trailer, if I am being 100% honest, which I promise you I will always be with you guys here in this channel, that's actually something that I'm all about across YouTube altogether, is I give you my honest opinion. Whether it be good or bad, you're going to get the honest points. I think that certain elements of the game look better in these trailers from 2018 BlizzCon than they do from 2020. Some of the graphics down below looks like they were dummied down a little bit, like they were just not as crisp. Now, part of this could have been the device it was recorded on. Part of this could be just the frame rate and the actual pixels and the quality that it was recorded in. There are many different things that can, determine why one looks better than the other. Some things are the same. Some things have changed big time, including the way some of the characters look. So what I'm going to do with you guys right now is legit watch them together and pause it at moments where I think one is better than the other, okay? So we're going to be able to look at this and analyze it together. Notice some of the footage, like right here, it's identical. Exactly the same stuff going on from then to now. They did not change the footage. But we're looking at here, Barbarian class from then to a Barbarian class now. I mean, looking here, and these are not exactly in the same frames, they look like it looks more crisp up top than it does down below. Same thing down here. I noticed, and notice in an older video that I had talked in, we spoke about how it was a little bit darker and more red, and the colors were a little bit different from the 2018 to the 2020. You could see that here represented in this image as well. A lot more of the reds and the fiery glows down below than up top. Again, this could just be because of how things were recorded, but we don't know, so we're speculating. That's what we do. Let's continue playing. I was actually Demon Hunter right there. Now, one other thing that's included right here is that we have some Necromancer and we also have some Crusader gameplay in here, which we're going to take a look at in depth and see if it's changed at all from then to now. So we're looking at a little bit of Wizard right now. Now we know, oh, it went so quickly. Let's do the quick rewind. Luckily, I have the controls right here. Wizard up top looks a little more crisp than Wizard from China Joy down below. It's just weird to me how it looks different now, but look at the textures on the ground. Up top, the ground is all just kind of a green, right? It looks like she's floating on top of the ground. Down here, the environments seem a lot more crisp, a lot more controlled, and like they put a lot more time into it, a lot more developed. Even on top, we're noticing that skull wall on the back, right by that goblet of fire. It looks like a drawing rather than looking like something in 3D in real life. So although the Wizard looks clearer up top, the entire frame and everything down below looks a lot clearer from the 2020 China Joy version. Now maybe the Wizard looks clearer up top because everything around her is more blurry and less crisp, less perfect. When you start taking an image and you take the same image, put it over something blurry versus over something crisp, it's going to look better, that personal image, over the blurry scene. So that may be why the Wizard is looking so good there. We're going to continue this analysis as we go. By the way, if you like this stuff, make sure you sub the channel and ring the bell for more. All right, so here we go. Watching, I think I just broke that down pretty good. And we'll see the scenes right here too. Look up top, look down below. The barbarian looks fuzzy below, looks crisp up top, but look at the environments again. The environment is much better down below that we're seeing, even in this barbarian shot. Now we have some necromancer gameplay. Again, the grass, all of that stuff is looking crisp down below, necro being used, and then we're gonna go through the classes, and this is where the pausing starts. And actually, if we rewind that a little bit, this is very different than I typically do in a video, but we're gonna do it anyway. Why not, right? Let me get those two Crusaders together. Look at them together. I mean, I don't know. The one up top looks crisper, but the one down below looks more produced. What do you guys think? Which one do you think you like better or has more production, I guess, put into it? And then we're going to go over here into the wizard. Again, up top looks a little bit more crisp up top. That wizard looks more crisp than the wizard that we're looking at down below. It's also a different render of the wizard, different clothing, different gear, just looking altogether different. The monk, up top, it's just paused with the blue. Doesn't really ever get to a color version. But when we scroll back, I'm a little off on my timing. I'm sorry. When we scroll back, like right here, boom, the monk doesn't look so crisp, but up top he does. So these renditions, these renders they look more crisp in the older version, to be completely honest. The necro, everyone's favorite class, definitely looks better up top. I think that is a better rendition of the necromancer. Looks less cartoony, looks more just tough and angry. And although, I mean, I wouldn't complain about either one of them, I think the one up top does look better. So we're going to continue on a little bit here. Now we're going to the demon hunter, and well, now we've switched a little bit. The demon hunter up top does not look as good as the demon hunter down below. A lot more rendering and stuff has gone on down here. And notice she's wearing full gloves now instead of the partial gloves. So this is actually really fun. Thank you, MFPF, for this footage. I love this breakdown stuff. If you ever want to do this again with other footage, like class footage or anything, I would be happy to do videos on that and shout you out. That's a personal message to you, MFPF, or anyone else in the community. All right, so we got the demon hunter, cool, looking fresh, and the barbarian, the biggest change in class that we've seen. We have the, I don't even know what to say here. I think that the barbarian up top is the barbarian I want. I don't want that barbarian down below. He just doesn't look as cool. I like the older looking, more hardened looking barbarian that we see in the top image, the one that we know of when you think Diablo Immortal, you think of that barbarian. You don't think of the one down here. So hopefully we get to have that barbarian up top. My fingers are crossed. That's the barb I want to rock in the gameplay. All right, so now we're going to the abilities. Crusader gameplay right here looks identical. Actually, up top. Okay, so let's actually break this down again. This is good. Let's look at not the characters and the enemies, but let's actually look at the environments, right? Up top looks good. Down below looks better. They definitely spent time on rendering and cleaning up the environments that are surrounding all of the heroes that we love from Diablo Immortal. So we're gonna play on a little bit more. Okay, let's see here. This looks just about the same. It actually is probably exactly the same footage because the enemies are in the same spot. So yeah, that does look the same. We'll play through this. That's some good barb stuff. Same gameplay again here of the wizard. Doesn't look any better or worse in either one. Looks like they just copy pasted gameplay at this point in time. Not able to show any differences. This is a little bit of a difference though. All right, so up top versus down below, different gameplay from both. We got the monk, and you can see the environments are looking pretty different, a little bit cleaner, less blurred on the bottom than on the top. So we've discovered things. Now we're looking at different zones, new stories. All right, so up top, pause it for a second. Different gameplays on both, so it's hard to do that comparison. I'm just looking at the planks, the boards, the pieces of wood in the bottom portion, the bottom section of the video, and it just looks really good, you know? It looks really clean. Let's play a little bit further. All right, everything is same again, same stuff. I'm not seeing as much rendering in the grounds as I see now, and maybe I'm using the word rendering wrong. I don't know. I'm no artist, guys. I'm just a guy that plays video games and loves Diablo Immortal. Alright, so same gameplay here. Looks identical from top to bottom. Cool stuff. Crusader, again, you know, knowing so little about the Crusader in Diablo Immortal makes me want to play the Crusader so much more than I typically would want to. I think that I want to play Crusader just because I haven't seen enough footage of it. Same with the Necro. Alright, a little bit of wizard action right there. Call it waction, if you will. Man, this is making me want to... Okay, so now here. Different renders. We have the old render versus the new. The old characters versus the new. Notice the ones up top. It says Monk, Demon Hunter, Necromancer, Barbarian, Wizard, Crusader. Those are our classes. Down below, they are not named for some reason. I wonder why. Who knows? But also, looking at the environments again, obviously we're in the snow. Here we're in some type of a desert or sandy land. More effort, again, going into the environment in 2020 versus what we saw in... And you know what this could be? Everyone talks about NetEase and hates on them for creating the game. Possibly, and I do not know, but possibly NetEase built the foundation for this game, right? Maybe that would have been their final game when NetEase said the game is complete, it can launch now. Then Blizzard said, no, it's not ready yet. We're a year and a half later from that, and maybe because up top, that rendition of the game would have been okay, would have been good for NetEase. They would have been happy putting out the game looking like that because it's more similar to other games that they've released already. But Blizzard has their stamp of approval that was not ready. It was not inked up because they said, no, this does not look good enough. This is not a Blizzard experience. We need to enhance this big time before it can come out. And I don't even think we're seeing the best of it yet now, guys. I think it's going to be even more beautiful because I feel like when I played it a year ago, it looked even better than it's looking right now in 2020. So I don't know. You could call me wrong. Maybe my memory has slipped. It has been a year since I actually played the game. But, you know, something to think about. NetEase ready, Blizzard ready. Or maybe we should do it like this. NetEase ready and Blizzard ready. Although it's still not ready. But we're thinking Blizzard is going to be having that beta soon. This looks great from top to bottom. I love it. Same thing here. We're looking at identical footage. Notice the names of the classes. And this is how you could tell old footage from new. Up top, 2018, it says Barbarian over the Barbarian. It says Demon Hunter over the Demon Hunter. Down here in 2020, there are no names over the classes. That is the same bridge. Or at least it looks like it should be, and that's why they're doing that, the crossing of the two. But look at how much work was put into the artwork in the bottom image versus the top. Night and day. And these are things that people don't take into account and don't think about when they're talking about how long it's taking for Blizzard to make this game. Give them the time and they're gonna make something sick. Just things that you're not even gonna think about. You're gonna be passing a river and not taking into account all the particles and the elements in the water and the blurring and the shadowing and the glistening. That's stuff that makes games beautiful. And you don't think about it until it's not there and you're like, well, that looks kind of flat. That doesn't look good. Like we're saying up top versus what we're seeing down below. So this cross side by side is really good. All right, the final stage, again, we got the initial versus the final. Or, well, not the final, but the more final, I guess. Here we go, same thing up top. Looks a lot cleaner. Look at the backgrounds. You have the moving backgrounds and the animated environments versus up top. You don't see any of that. See that background? And this is the same footage from one to the next. New Necro footage right here. Nice. And the closing of the video. Now it's your turn, guys. You have to let me know what you think. So let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Again, much love to MFPF, who will be linked down below. For all of you Spanish speakers that are looking for more Diablo Immortal content, this man is on top of his game. We spoke a while back, and he kind of talked to me about his vision for Diablo Immortal and how he was invested, and he's definitely a channel I think you guys should check out, as well as coming back to mine on the regular because, well, we got info here as well, guys, so make sure you sub and ring the bell. Also, it is official. I have begun streaming on Twitch again in the evenings. Now, right now, I don't have Diablo Immortal to play, but I'm not locking in stone what games I'm playing. I can play Clash of Clans, Brawl Stars, Diablo Immortal Beta when it comes out, or any other games I want to play. If you guys want to hang out with me, come through my Twitch. Hang out. You just follow the channel, hit the star thing, and that'll say that you're gonna follow me and get notifications when I'm live, and then we can chat it up and say what's up no matter what game I'm playing. I would love to actually see you guys at a live event, so make it happen, guys. Twitch is linked down below. But thanks for coming through. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you check out these ones before you go. Take care, guys, and be good.